evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Inside Scoop. I am your host, Big Bubba. Sans my sunglasses. I left them in my vehicle. First time in a few years. Yes, I do have eyes. You haven't seen them before. A few times, maybe not many. I'd like to welcome my co-host, Joey. How you doing, Joe? Good to see you.
Doing all right.
Well, we have a lot to get into this on this session here of the Inside Scoop.
We're gonna make our predictions hours before the pay-per-view.
Yep. You guys are getting ready for SummerSlam. I know it's coming on. I think the preview starts at like 4 o'clock, I believe, today.
Probably, because the show starts at 7.
Yeah, the preview starts at 4. They're doing, I guess, interviews beforehand, so it's going to be a long show. Those who want to watch that, will get ready for the spectacle of the summer. Who do you before we even go into the birthdays real quick, I think we're going to see an appearance by Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is coming in and getting involved in the match.
I've also seen a rumor that Charlotte might make appearance.
Charlotte, we haven't seen Charlotte for a while.
I just saw that she's been training in the wherever they train.
Yeah, in Florida at NXT.
Yeah.
She's been down there. Okay, I didn't hear that one myself.
I've seen it on Facebook or something.
Well, oftentimes we'll start out with birthdays, so let's go into a little list here of wrestlers' birthdays, famous people's birthdays you might have down here.
And first is Butch Reed.
Yes.
The Natural Butch Reed from WWE. He's known as The Natural. July 11th.
He's also the anniversary of his death. He actually died, I believe his anniversary just was 3 days ago. Hacksaw Butch Reed.
Mil Mascaras.
The Mascaras, the man of 1,000 masks.
July 15th, he's 82.
Mil's 82. Wow, already.
There's 2 birthdays from a week ago this past Monday. Akira Tozawa, July 22nd, 39.
Okay, yeah, that I think that was mentioned on Raw too.
This next one was mentioned on Raw too. HBK, Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
July 22nd, 59.
59, yeah. You're older than me.
Tori Wilson, July 24th, 49. The guy with head, Al Snow.
Al Snow. I haven't heard from Al Snow in a while. I used to talk to him a lot on Facebook. I haven't heard from a minute.
July 18th, 61. Brock Lesnar, July 12th, 47. The boss himself, Triple H.
Oh, that boss. I thought you meant...
Not that boss. That other guy is next month. Was it July 27th, 54. He's a year old. Actually,
isn't The Rock the boss now?
No, he's the final boss.
Yes, well...
One of the Von Erich family, David Von Erich.
If David was alive.
July 22nd. Robert Gibson.
One half of the Rock and Roll Express. I know. I think he's 68.
It's July 19th, 66.
Okay, that was close. Saw it on Facebook.
One of the greatest women's champions of all time, Fabulous Moolah.
Yes. Moolah would have been 100 this year if she was alive.
Actually, she would have been 101, I think. Or was it 101? 100 or 101? I think
it would have been 100 because I saw this on Facebook. Yeah. My good friend Vic Solagasta's site, wrestlingforum.com. Definitely something to look into. A great site.
Former WWE star Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler, who just won the title at TNA, I guess.
Yeah, he just won the title over there.
Yeah, Nikki Nesmith.
July 27th, 44.
Wow, sorry, 44. He looks good for 44.
I'd say he's probably one of the greatest wrestling managers of all time. Captain Lou Albano.
Captain Louis Albano, yes.
And he also played the live-action Super Mario in the kids' TV show, Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Mm-hmm.
July 29th. And Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Man who I've met in person.
July 29th, 62.
I mean, to go back to that list briefly, what do you think of this? This is an opinion. Now, you people are all going to chime in. I don't believe it. The greatest luchador, the greatest Mexican wrestler of all time, Mil Mascaras. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I never seen him wrestle, but
Mil was phenomenal.
I've seen pictures of him in magazines of the past. But
yep. phenomenal wrestler. We mentioned briefly on the way over. Why don't you let you give out your first bit of information you told me on the way over here?
Oh, yeah. WWE Hall of Famer Abdullah the Butcher was hospitalized earlier this week.
Which is, I
don't know what for, though, but...
I wish him well. Hope he gets better soon. I know he's not... He's never been in the best. He's been in very poor health. I guess he's fighting cancer, is he not? I'm not remember. Sure. I remember from his biography online. But I also mentioned today, they were taping today, folks, is the anniversary of Roddy Piper's passing. Couldn't believe that when I read that. And a few days ago, it was the anniversary of Hacksaw Butch Reed, Brian Christopher, and Nikolai Volkov's passing. Now, I had the pleasure of speaking to Nikolai Volkov once for about a good 40 minutes after the LPW event. One of the nicest men, wrestler and non-wrestler, I've ever spoke to in my life. What a gentleman. Very educated, very smart. I enjoyed speaking with him, and he passed just after that. Maybe about 5-6 months after that. I'd seen him wrestle close to one of his last matches. Well, now the list, you said there wasn't much of a list, but we have...
I got one.
One passing that we know of. I mean, there might be others out there. People will be screaming, you missed this one, you missed that one, but...
Comedian, actor, Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart, one of the funniest people, had his own TV show, had his own...
He had a couple of his own TV shows.
Yes. Funny guy. He had his own style. Panhandle type of comedy. He hadn't really liked that kind of comedy. He was kind of dry humor, but he was a funny guy. That's only because I haven't really heard anything if anybody fell. The presidential run, that died too, didn't it, for Joe Biden?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had stepped down. If you've been asleep, you haven't been watching the news at all. As a Democratic candidate, I guess he's endorsed Kamala Harris, who hasn't actually been nominated in, but they expect the Democratic Party to nominate her in. And ex-President Trump took the nomination at the Republican Party for the Republican side. So President Biden has decided not to seek re-election. Thank God. Well, I guess it's just about time. I'm sure you have a good list there going with our SummerSlam card happening here in a few hours. Let's go give our final predictions and see how we do for next show.
We start off with the world title. Damian Priest against King of the Ring, Gunther.
I think Gunther's going to win this match. I mean, Damian Priest has the desire, has the will, he has the heart to do it, but I think Gunther is going to win this match. I think Gunther's just a better wrestler than Damian Priest. That's just my opinion. Does the Judgment Day get involved in that match? I think they may somehow. But I still think Gunther wins that match.
Next, we got SmackDown Women's title. Bayley against the Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
Nia Jax. That's going to be a tough match for Bayley. Somehow, this could happen. This is my swerve on this. Nia's going to win the title, but Tiffy Stratton's going to cash in the Money in the Bank.
What's left of the case?
Right, what's left of the case on her? That she's going to win. I think Nia's going to win the match, and Tiffy Stratton's going to cash in, or Bayley somehow going to win the match, but Tiffy's going to cash in then. Tiffy's going to cash in on the winner of this. I have a feeling. I just have a gut feeling on that one.
Next, we got the WWE title. Cody against Solo Sikoa.
That could be the that could be the match of the night if they let that go. I think that could be one of the.
You know, the problem is those other three guys there.
Yep. I think it's going to involve a lot of people. I think Jey Uso's going to be there. I think Jimmy Uso's going to be there, and I think Roman Reigns is going to be coming back too for that. That's going to be interesting. Cody's going to win the match to keep the title. But it's going to open up the feud between Bloodline and Bloodline. I think it's going to start it. That could be a barn burner of a match, though.
Where's JR? Isn't that JR's line?
Yes. I'll give you some barbecue sauce later.
The U.S. title, United States title, Logan Paul against LA Knight.
Yeah. It's a tough one. Logan Paul's been getting a little bit of a push, but I think it's time to take a title off. I think LA Knight deserves a title. I think LA Knight's going to win the match.
Well,
again, that could be a good match.
Well, I heard Logan's Paul's favorite drink company's in trouble. I guess the company's being sued for some reason. The Prime.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. Maybe stole from somebody. I don't know. I don't drink. It's too sweet.
They sell his drink right over here in Seabra.
Shh, don't mention any local affiliates. We don't knock anybody.
Sorry.
Don't knock anybody. No.
Okay, IC title, Intercontinental title, Sammy against Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker's going to take the title, I think, off Sammy. I think Braun's going to win that.
Yeah, but Sammy already beat him once.
I know, but I think Braun's due to beat him. Not to, I like Sami Zayn's a great wrestler, good all-around veteran athlete, but Braun's been a little bit too intense lately. The injuries he's been causing to Sami Zayn.
This next one's got a special guest referee.
Yes.
Seth Rollins. It's CM Punk.
Visionary.
This is CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
That should be, in all accounts, the best match of the night. Those two guys are even. Big feud. Gonna be a big brawl. Take someone like, but I think Shawn Michaels somehow gets involved and costs. I believe it's just gonna shock you, but it's gonna cost CM Punk the match because CM Punk cost him his title chance.
Well, Punk cost both of them that time.
Yeah, but CM Punk cost Seth Rollins the title, so I think Drew McIntyre is going to win that match too. It's kind of written up that way.
And lastly,
no, you can't say Lashley, and I'll tell you why.
I know
he's getting cut. They're not offering him a contract right now. He's in contract limbo. I read he's not re-signing with WWE. He might be leaving.
I see he might be signed, possibly a rumor he's signing with AEW.
Possible. Oh yeah. I mean, he's still in great shape. I don't like seeing him lose Bobby Lashley. One of the best wrestlers that they have, I think, on the roster.
And the last match, Raw Women's title, Liv Morgan against Mommy Rhea Ripley.
It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be an interesting match. Does Dominic get involved and how? Does Dominic gonna end up screwing over Mommy in the long run and helping Liv?
Like he's been screwing the other way.
I want to see Rhea Ripley win that match. I think Rhea's a better wrestler than Liv Morgan, but this whole drama going back and forth with Liv and Mommy and Dominic it is getting a little bit soap opera-ish, if you kind of know what I mean. So it's getting a little overboard. Liv crying and stuff, getting shot down, and Dom putting her in her place. And I just think somehow Dom's going to get involved in that match and cost Rhea. So, my pick is going to be Liv Morgan, but I want Rhea to win the match. That doesn't make so much sense, but I think Rhea's a better champion than Liv Morgan. Well, we've a couple other things I'm going to go into real quick if I could. A little bit, tiny bit off subject, but first thing I want to mention, I promise I mentioned it to them, and I know they're not sponsors, but they do promote a lot of fun here in town. I want to mention the PVD food trucks are coming back to Attleboro here down the Cape and Park for the last time this summer on August 18th. Sunday, August 18th, I believe they start at 4:30. If you haven't been down to the food trucks venues yet, go down. Great food. I've been getting some food there the last couple times I'm around. A little bit costly, but very, very fresh, good food. Fun times. There's music playing outside right here at Cape and Park. Nice fresh air. Good time had by all. I mean, I'm not going to mention any of the people's names or companies. I'm not endorsing any one. All different types of food. You want Italian, you get seafood, you have regular food, ribs, there's a rib place. They got Mexican food, they have people who sell lemonade, local people who sell lemonade, are famous for it. I'm not mentioning their names, but it's a good time. It's fun down there. So August 18th. On the independent circuit, I believe it's August the 10th, which is a Saturday, and in Johnston Recreation Center, RWA Legacy. I'm already going. I'm already set to go to see Legacy. I get my front row ticket already purchased. There's some tickets left for that. I believe it's only $10 to get in. It's all they charge. Later on today, if you want something to do after watching the Inside Scoop here, and Ring Gladiators are going to be at the Madeiros Feast in New Bedford at the Madeiros Field. They have a free show today. Yeah, free show. NRG's been putting on great shows, and Davey's going to be putting on a free show today. That's at 2 o'clock, so you can get down and watch the wrestling and get home in time to watch the SummerSlam. A quick update on that. The Red Sox been making a lot of moves and trades and what have you. I don't know. We've gotten I think we've had 5 or 6 different new people in the team. We haven't lost any of the big name players. A couple guys got cut. Reese McGuire, ex-catcher. Anderson, I think it was Kerry Anderson. He was a good pitcher. He was an innings eater, but they released him to make room. We got back Jim Paxson, who was a starting pitcher last year. Got shellacked the other night, but we got him back. Hopefully things will turn around with the Red Sox. They've been kind of playing, they've been a little shaky since the All-Star game. Patriots have started up their training camp. There's people already raving about Drake May. They're already saying he looks good so far. I mean, he's only had 4 or 5 practices, but he looks strong. They say to keep an eye on Gonzalez, who's the cornerback, the rookie, who was hurt last year. He's looking real good in practice. I hope things are looking up for there. Of course, we know the Celtics. You watch the Olympics right now, which we'll go into a couple minutes with the Olympics soon. 3 of our Celtics are on the Olympic men's basketball team. Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, and Derek White. You want to see good basketball with all-stars. It was a great team. I watched one of the games today, and they won. They beat the South Sudan team. Remember, folks, we taped this a few days in advance, so. The Bruins have been quiet. They did pick up a good, I think, defenseman. You have to look into that. I forget the man's name. He's a good player. And they picked up a great center in this offseason. Lindholm, he's a really good player. He's a game changer. Well, a couple of minutes. Have you been watching it all in the Olympics? Are you lost just the way up now?
No, I haven't.
I mean, it's fun to watch some of these different events they have on, like archery and foil, and which is like what do you call it? Swords play. Fencing, foil, dressage, which is for horse racing, and kayak canoeing, and just different. Skateboarding is back again this year. Interesting. I was doing skateboarding again. I think somebody told me that they dropped baseball. We're not doing baseball this year. The Olympics. I don't know why, but because we have we have to congratulate our women's gymnastic team again for taking the gold, bringing the gold back home. Dominated. Second place team was Italy. They dominated by 3.5 points, which is a lot in gymnastics. They've been doing well. Of course, spearheaded by Simone Biles, who's been outstanding even though she's fighting a little calf injury. Just fun time, baby. We're not watching AACS. You try to poke into some of these different things you could see on the Olympics. There's a lot of action, different things you could see. I mean, tennis, we're just having tennis now. Swimming events, some of the USA people have been doing very well in swimming. Katie Ledecky, of course, going on with winning her titles. Men's basketball, of course, the weightlifting and the boxing hasn't even started yet. Those are later on this week. Something good to look forward to. Men's basketball finals and stuff like that coming up. me and my friend were talking about tough sports, and you don't really appreciate sometimes of people being tough, but what I think is a tough sport is women's water polo and men's water polo. The women especially, they're worse than the guys. Just brutality, elbows, suits getting pulled, elbows, people getting kicked, punched. I mean, really, those girls beat the heck out of each other during one of these polo matches. It's a tough sport as it is to sit there and tread water. Think about it, from the time they do it and swim back and forth. I've watched a few different water polo games, and that's just brutal sport. Absolutely, those girls just beating the heck out of each other. Things that are different. That's what I like about the Olympics. Archery. I mean, I give it to the South Koreans. Men and women both won a gold medal. Archery. It's pretty. Think about it. These people are shooting an arrow 70 yards, which is like 3/4 of a football field, and all the hitting 9s and 10s in the bullseye. I think that's the worst shot I saw was an 8 from anybody. But these are also the finals too. But just can you imagine shooting an arrow 70 yards into a ring, tiny little ring? It's amazing to watch. It's interesting to see, fun to watch. If you're not really as into that as I am, I enjoy all sports, so I enjoy wrestling the most. There isn't much more on a personal level. I haven't really done a heck of a lot. I usually don't mention movies I've gone to see, but I've gone to see a few movies this summer that have been good. Despicable Me 4 was funny. Twisters was good. I saw Twins. You see the commercial. I just saw, I always forget the name of it, the Wolverine movie with
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine. Saw that yesterday. Amazing movie. That was the funniest of the three, believe it or not. It's even funnier than Despicable Me 4. Just the one-liners in that movie is funniest, but a little violence mixed in with. So I definitely recommend. I don't want to mention any local places to go, but I go. It's only $5. You can't beat $5 to go see a movie. Tuesdays. Do you get to the movies much, Joe?
No.
No. Well, you don't wake up till like what, 2:30, 3 o'clock?
No.
Wakes up just in time to watch Judge Judy, I think.
I don't watch Judge Judy.
Why not?
I don't want her judging me.
Judging me. Crazy. I know our director likes to watch Judge Judy. He'll never tell us that. Now he's shaking his head no.
And we got Beetlejuice 2 coming out in September.
Beetlejuice 2, I just saw previews yesterday for Gladiator 2. That looks real good. That's coming out next year, I guess in November. Beetlejuice 2, I want to see that. That looks good.
Comes out September 6th, I believe.
Yep, another few weeks. I know I just booked myself a vacation. I'll be going away in October for about a week. Going down to Myrtle Beach. Nice bus trip down there for a week, me and my girl. Great time. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll keep myself awake this time. Usually I'm trying to keep you awake. You're over here dozing off. Is there anything else you want to add about a particular wrestler or mention something?
Well, I know these last couple of weeks we had to watch Raw and Sci-Fi Channel.
Yes, well that's because of the Olympics.
Yeah.
The Olympics has been on USA Channel. Now SmackDown will be on Fox, regular Fox. So you've heard something about Logan Paul's having trouble with Prime, or?
Or I think his company's being sued for some reason. I don't know. Remember what reason it was.
Don't know. I don't know what's going on. Well, here in the local front, if you haven't been watching the local news, it's sad to see some of the local supermarkets, the big major supermarket chain. I'll mention it because I actually worked at the store years ago, the one for Stop and Shop on Montello Street in Brockton, closing down.
I worked for 2 of them.
Yes.
I went to the one here in Attleboro, and I also went to the one on the west side of Brockton.
Yes, I've been to that one. The west side's over near the high school, right?
Yeah, right across the street from the high school, yes.
I've worked in that store too.
I also walked one.
years ago doing resets. And I left Sears.
Yeah, I was working on the one in Brockton when we had that April Fool's snowstorm. I was scheduled for that night, and we didn't know that weather was coming in. I got stuck working it.
Must have been busy. The store must have been busy that day. People getting there, I'm sure, getting food. Or, I don't know how you got there or got home, but that's never story I'll forget. I remember that storm. We had 21 inches of snow, I believe. I was stuck at my parents' house at the time when my parents were alive over in Attleboro. Abington, sorry.
I was living in Brockton at that time.
Why didn't you stay there?
I didn't really know that many people there.
Yeah, put your hat back on.
What hat?
I can't believe this hour's almost up again, man. Like I said, the Red Sox look good. They made a couple key moves. They got some pitching help. And a couple of hitters for the run on the end here at end of for the pennant race. They've been slipping a little bit since the All-Star game. I think they've only won like 3 games, I think, in the last 8. But they'll do better. They'll pick up. They have an easy schedule coming up. I know that. They've had a fairly easy schedule, but they're just not playing up to their par. They got beat up one game like 20-6, and they won one last week like 14-7. I mean, I was commenting to my friends, even the Patriots don't score that much. That was last year. They scored 14 points, but they had 14 runs. So what match are you looking forward to the most in SummerSlam? If you had to pick one of those, now you read the lineup. A lot of good matches happening there. Yeah.
I would probably between the U.S. and maybe the and WWE title, I think.
The Cody Rhodes against Solo Sikoa?
Yeah.
That could be a great match back and forth. They'll let it go. If the Bloodline doesn't get involved, really, they'll let that match go. That could be great. I think the CM Punk Drew McIntyre one's probably going to be the match of the night. I'm looking forward to that match. It'd be a good, great SummerSlam. Well, I can't believe this hour's already. I mean, this half hour's already gone so fast. Got a lot of information out to you folks. Well, I'd like to thank Double ACS for having us, our director for directing us. I want to thank you, Joe, for your list, continued contribution to our show. If you folks have any information, like I said, look into your independent wrestling scene. And on a special personal note, up in heaven, I want to wish Nikolai Volkov, I can't tell you his real name, I couldn't say it probably if I wanted to. Hope he continues to rest in peace, him and Roddy Piper. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care. Bye-bye.